on the mission, yeah, we on the mission. The mission is to win and destroying competition. I'm the perfect prototype, tell them get the photo right. Have you ever seen an underdog with an overbite? We didn't get it overnight, it's overtime, soldier life. Put a plan together, now I'm flyer than Orville Wright. Daniel beating Cobra Kai, never caught me by surprise. Came from a golden era, James Bond, golden eye. We just take the mask off, showing up with no disguise. We don't ever socialize, it's winning mode and overdrive. We should be immortalized, we don't overreact. Win is the reason that I'm working till I relapse. Time you to rethink them statements and retrack. It's win, lose, or draw, I'll be ready for a rematch. If you really read maps, you should know the road to success. It's always less travel, but we go through the steps. We the best of the best.
Good morning, traders. This is Rich with Breathingwiththemarkets.com. Today is April 21st, 2026. I hope you did well in the market. Little update on Take Profit Trader. I still do not have my 8 accounts. I sent them little texts through their communication system, and still have not heard back from them other than it might be company-wide. I don't know. Again, believe nothing you hear and half of what you see. I keep telling you over and over and over again. I traded a little bit in the market this morning, and I'll show you exactly what happened. Let's get it. So here we are on Quantower using Rhythmic. As you can see up here, the first account -7. I'm at $26,505, and the next account 56 plus $56. I'm at $26,514, which is passing these accounts. I just need a couple flip days. I did go back and trade these to check the system out, so I am actually more profitable than that. But what I want to show you is, as soon as I did this, I went to Rhythmic to look at Rhythmic, and I'll show you something here. Pretty disturbing. It's real. It speaks for itself. As you can see here, on one of these accounts, we have a gray line. This means basically you blew up the account. This is from my experiences from Apex and all these other people that use Rhythmic, right? When you see gray, look, it's a blown account. I didn't blow this account up, once again. So, you know, everyone always talks a big game about, you know, trade right, risk management, blah, blah, blah. What's the risk? It's a risk trading with prop firms in general. That's a bigger risk than actually trading, right? Because their system is not accurate. Let's just face the facts. The system is not accurate. So I reached out to Take Profit Trader and said, hey, look, man, this crap needs to stop, right? It's either company-wide or it's just me, but it needs to stop immediately. Like, fix it. Fix the problem, fix the issue. I just want to be treated equal. I want to trade. That's it. No more, no less. No affiliate knee pads. No, I mean, none of that shit. Just allow me to trade, right? So then they responded back saying, well, we're aware of all the problems with Rhythmic and account balances and so forth. Has anyone heard of problems like company-wide problems, Rhythmic-wide problems? Think about this. And if not, why not? If they're claiming that, how come they didn't halt their trading? You can't have it both ways, traders. You cannot have it both ways. I'm speaking to you real. Pick a side that you're going to support. You can't keep flipping back and forth, right? If you have an oral argument, or you have an argument, and then all of a sudden that argument doesn't work out for you, then you want to change your argument. That's not how it works, right? Pick your defense, pick your offense, and stick to it, right? Let's think about this. Think about this and use logic, traders. If there is a problem with Rhythmic data feed, the trading needs to be halted. Correct? Who does it benefit if there's problems? Think about this. It doesn't benefit the traders. It doesn't benefit the gamblers. It affects real people in real time. Right? Take photos. Don't log your fucking trades. Take photos. Record. Because what you find out is a lot of these prop firms will say, well, we haven't heard anything. It's just affecting you. Therefore, just go to the side. Go to the side. It's not company-wide. Go to the side. We're not hearing anything reported. You see, it only takes one person to report something that's not right. And they must investigate it and make it right for that person, regardless of how many people complain about it. Think about this logically, traders. Think about it. Are they doing something behind the scenes? Who knows? I'm not alleging they are, right? But if you're not, take the suspicion out of it. If there's a problem with Rhythmic, then there should be information coming from a be on the lookout email, right? A BOLO email to all the traders. We're having problems with Rhythmic. Do not trade, right? That would be the right thing to do, correct? Think about this. I didn't get an email that said that. I did not get an email that said that. Did you? So are we trading at our own risk? Them knowing? Because according to their email that they sent me, they said specifically, there is problems and we're aware of it with Rhythmic. Let's listen to this email. Check this out. This is a response from yesterday telling, hey, where's my eight accounts? Listen to this.
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. The system has now been updated and your accounts TPT 8807054, TPT 2276299, TPT 5293905, TPT 8208051, TPT 10333918, TPT 2754257, TPT 9272719, and TPT 1098287 are active again on the trading platform. Please log out and log back in to ensure the changes take effect. At this time, the accounts may still appear as failed on the Take Profit dashboard. However, this will be updated shortly. Thank you for your understanding. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. Our live support team is happy to assist you. Best regards, the Profit team.
Not updated, not available, not tradable. How come we haven't all received an email that something's wrong with the system if that's the facts? If they have employees from any prop firm responding to an individual saying it's a company-wide issue, meaning Rhythmic, right? Not to say Take Profit Traders' system is screwing up, right? Maybe it is, right? Maybe they're blaming someone else. We don't know, right? But when people don't speak the facts, and if this is company-wide, Rhythmic-wide, shouldn't there be an email blast and information coming out that anyone using Rhythmic stop trading until further notice? Wouldn't that be the right thing to do? You see, that's why I'm here, traders. I am here for real traders. I'm not here for naysayers, gamblers, trollers, and everything else. I am here for real traders. If you want to become a real trader, come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com, because I've said this many, many times in hundreds of videos ago, and repeat it. You must have a skill in the market. You must have a skill in the market. If you don't have a skill, you're going to be squeezed out of all of these prop firms, because the prop firms are understanding, okay, we have way too many gamblers in here, but gamblers make them money, right? So they're trying to jockey, okay, how do we stay profitable with all this stuff? And then they try to remove traders, and then all hell breaks loose, right? And if they really want traders, then they can't remove traders. Well, again, you can't say one thing and then do another, right? You cannot say that, and you cannot do that. It's your actions. Your actions must equal what you say, right? Everything that I tell you, I can back up with objective evidence. Not my opinion, by objective evidence. I told you time and time again what happens. I told you not to run up these accounts, and the reason why. The reason why. Do not run up your accounts. If you run up your accounts, you are at risk. I'm telling you that right now. If you want to learn how to trade, you take those payouts, because that's what you do in real life, right? Real traders do that. Real traders don't just keep racking it up, okay? Real traders don't YOLO. Real traders don't gamble. That's not to say that you're not going to gamble and you're the purest individual and you're the purest trader in the world and you don't make any mistakes. No, don't dilute the facts, okay? Because we're all human. I am imperfect, right? Living in an imperfect world. Make sense? I make mistakes. I make mistakes intentionally. Is that right? No, it's not right. I will blow up an account intentionally. Is that right? No, it's not right. But it's my account, right? I paid for it. I can do whatever I want with it. You can do whatever you want with your accounts, right? So when you go out and you pay for something, and if you take one drink of something and you don't like it, you throw it away in the trash, and it costs you $3, that's your business. Somebody else does not have the right to say, oh, you're being wasteful. Oh, don't do that. No, it's your money. You treat it how you want to be treated. You treat it how you want to treat it. You paid for it. But you see these affiliates treat their accounts however they want because they get them free. You are paying for all of these affiliate accounts. Yes, you are. The affiliates are basically trading for free with the highest probability. And I'm going to leave a 0.1%. That's not. Think about it. Every affiliate that has numerous prop firms, advertisements, affiliate codes, you are lining the pockets of affiliates to gamble. Yes, you are. You can watch them. If you know how to trade, you can understand whether or not they're gambling. That's the great thing about trading. If you understand the market, you can understand the level of another trader. That's not saying that you're cocky. That's not saying that you're better than someone. That's just a fact, right? These are facts. Let's go into some other things. So again, according to this, it looks like one of my accounts looks like it's blown up, but it's not. It's not. But the system, right? When it's gray, and typically gray, that's what that means. I will show you this. This is an Apex account, right? This is Apex. Long, long time ago. Look at this. Admin only. In the gray, that's a blown account. Okay? In the gray is a blown account. That's what that means. That's what that means. So why are my accounts, why do they have gray lines on them when I didn't blow the account? I am in profit on all of my accounts. I have even 8 accounts missing. How is that possible? Think about this, traders. Think about it. Look it. I didn't blow these accounts. Here it is again. -7 on one. But it's changed because I traded more today. And then plus 56. And it's more. You must follow real people and get real results. Here's an Apex thing. Back in August 30th, 2024. Hit rate that day was 56.59. I don't like that. So for whatever reason, I can't remember back then, but it was 56.59. I still believe in the hit rate. That's shitty for me. But having a shitty day, I was still able to make $6,630, $883 in commissions, and $5,746.44 net profit. Okay? Having a shitty day. 56.59, that's shitty for me, right? So, and that was August 30th, as you can see down here, 2024. This is why they don't want me to trade. I mean, it's a fact. Look at how many accounts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 accounts. All of them traded individually. Traders, all of them traded individually. If I would have copy traded all of these accounts together times 20, that would have been over $100,000 day. 120,000 almost. Let's say 115,000 that day. 20 accounts copy traded. If I took those same 182 trades. Think about it. Do the simple math. I am for real. Early 2000, about 2003. This is my crib. I designed it. I went to an architect, told him exactly what I wanted, how I wanted it, started designing, and I built this house. I used to build homes, foundations for life, right? I tried to build foundations for life. So I was building homes for well-off people, but this was my house. This actual window here, you press a couple buttons in a code, and it retracts all the way into the wall, opens up. Beautiful. The TV here, which doesn't mean anything to me, but it was $20,000 back then. That's one of the first flat screen TVs, heavier than hell. The Zenith came out. 20 grand back then. 20 grand. Believe it was a Zenith. Next photo. Nice little pool room. Little wine refrigerator. Cantera gates on the wine cellar, the most expensive gates that you can have made. Cantera stone on the right, the stone column, all hand carved out of real stone. Cantera stone, for those who understand and know. All of this stone, I designed it, custom made, designed it to match the Superstition Mountain. Why am I showing you this? I am for real. I am for real. A kitchen, my kitchen, lived here, Sub-Zero, top of the line appliances, nice kitchen island. Look at all the granite. All custom, right? That's back in early 2000. All it is a house to me. Backyard, didn't really like golf. I was a hacker. I'll drink a few beers and smack the shit out of it. But a lot of times I don't know where it's going. You know, I swing like I'm swinging for the fence, and that's not what you do in golf, right? It's not what you do. But I know my limits, right? I know my limits. The backyard, water coming off the back. This was my aerator, basically. So I designed this. I actually plumbed that. I'm not a plumber, but I plumbed that, right? And built this pool. It cooled the pool off. I could fit about 20 or 30 people on this step, this huge step right in this area, and with lounge chairs and everything. It's beautiful, right? But all it is a house. It's just 4 walls, and that's it. The front of it, all Cantera doors, Cantera gates, all made down in Mexico. The top of the line gates and doors that you can have at the time. All Cantera stone around all of the windows, all hand carved, all stone in the front, everywhere, custom made. Not only did I have it the custom made color, the company came back and said, "Hey, Rich, everyone loves this color. Do you mind?" And my house was in a magazine at the time too, one of the nicest homes or whatever type of magazine. And they said, "Hey, listen, everyone loves this stone." After they posted my house in the magazine, they said, "Can we have some authorization to sell this stone to the public?" I said, "Yeah, no problem, right? Not a problem." Once again, it's life, man. It's life. And then little bar area, right? all Cantera stone again, all these niches, all hand-carved Cantera stone, all designed by an architect, right? All of these stone, all of these columns everywhere throughout the house were all hand-carved. A lot of work, a lot of labor. It is work. You put in the work, you get rewarded, right? If you buy things where people actually use their hands to carve things out, you're gonna pay good money for it, but it's top of the line, right? And then lastly, club I belong to. See this line up here? That's Flatiron. This is actually the Superstition Mountains. I hiked all the way up to the top of there where it was flat up there. And that line that's coming across here is called Flatiron. That was a motherfucker, I'm telling you right now. First time I hiked it, I went the wrong way twice. I didn't know that there was some type of paint or whatever, some blue paint at the time, but it wasn't often. But I kept going to the right, like trails that were obvious. So it's like I hiked it three times in one day because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing or where I was going. But anyways, I made it up there. But this is the pool at the club, you know, not a bad gig, $100,000 buy-in at the club, Superstition Mountain. I was the youngest member out there at the club. And from what I was told back then, Michael Jordan was also a member out there. All of these high rollers. And I was actually the youngest person at the time to be a member at the club. You know, out for lunch, King Louie. Yeah, it was great, man. What a great time that was. So why am I showing you these? Because I'm a real person. I don't sit here and show you cars, watches, and everything else. Everything I say can be backed up by paper. Everything I say can be backed up by paper. If I make a mistake, I'll stand firm and I'll correct it, right? But I'm not here to tell you something that you cannot be successful, that you cannot do it, and it's just gonna take time. Come on over and buy a course. I am here to tell you the opposite. If I can do it, you can too. Why not? I'm no different. I'm human. I bleed red just like you. I teach traders how to start from zero each and every day. It is a skill. The prop firms are squeezing traders out, and they're trying to juggle gamblers and traders. Unfortunately, it's the traders that are getting squeezed out. And then they have gamblers that are YOLOing. So then they're trying to prevent gamblers from YOLO trading. You see, that's where these leaderboards came from. Why? They should get rid of all the leaderboards. There's no such thing as a leaderboard if everyone cannot participate. I showed you an Apex account where one day I was made $5,000 or $7,000 in there. Okay? They didn't like that. They didn't like that. I traded each account individually. That is much harder than trading one account times 20. Think about it. I traded each account individually. 10 accounts individually, that means I have to be on my game 10 different times and manage that trade, right? Manage that trade during that time, 10 different times at the New York Open. Think about it. It is an actual skill. I can see the market like no other. I have watched everyone that I could actually look at. And it's crazy to me. And I don't see that they can see the market like me. Am I the only one in the world? I don't think so, and I don't believe so. But that's what the benefit is coming on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. Because instead of gambling your money, trying to find a way on how to become a trader, you are better off going to a place that understands the market and having one-on-one coaching, one-on-one mentorship to really find out if trading is for you. Because if this doesn't work for you, then trading wasn't for you. So instead of chasing the dream, why don't you come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com and I will teach you how to trade the market in an objective way. That is the only way. That is the best way. And then it's not going to cost you money to keep practicing. You see, because there's no backtesting a strategy. Because the market moves the same all the time. And what do I mean by that? Yes, it has different shapes and candles and sizes and everything else, and all the candles don't look the same. But it is a pattern. It is a pattern that repeats itself. It is a pattern that is going to fake you out if you don't understand what you're doing in the market. The market is all probabilities, high probabilities and low probabilities. Just because I show you something, you should know where the high and low probability is. And if you want to keep trading at the low probabilities, you're going to blow up. You will blow up. You must trade at the highest probabilities all the time in order to be successful. Why not have a hit rate in the 80s and the 90s to give yourself a chance? Those are called probabilities, right? Now, you don't have to have a bunch of money and live in this big old cycle, because if you're just trying to win more than you lose, you don't have enough money to do that. The market has more money than you, and you will lose your ass each and every day. I'm just trying to give you an update on what's going on, and what do? So I can't trade the rest of those accounts this week. I don't know if other prop firms are having this issue with Rhythmic or not. I would assume if they were, that they would actually say something. Why isn't Take Profit Trader coming out publicly saying this? Or is it just the chosen few, the 270 traders that they banned before? Think about it. Think about it, traders. Do not run up accounts. That's the best advice I have for you. If you trust someone on the other end, like, poof, your shit's gone. Poof, sorry, it wasn't company-wide. You're the only one that complained. We have no other complaints. It must be your problem, your fault. Your $1 million, poof, is gone. You like that, don't you, traders? All you gamblers out there, right? Because gamblers don't really give a fuck, right? The gamblers don't give a fuck because they know that they have this money coming in and they're going to gamble those accounts. And if they get by gambling, it's a win-win for them. Don't do that, traders. Listen to me. Come on over to breathingwiththemarkets.com. I will show you and I will prove to you how that market moves and where the highest probability trades are, objectively, where you can see it each and every day. I wish you well. Take care. Peace, traders.